This is where I need to focus and become at peace on the fact that the world itself seems to be in competition with each other constantly. Every day, all the time, people are competing with each other. And it seems to be embedded in us almost for some sort of survival situation. Today is a lot different than it used to be in the old days. In the ancient days, there was a reason why people competed with one another. In the old days, we had to compete for food, land, like a safe area, which then developed into times where humankind needed to, have a social status. In the social status, you had people who were in power, rich, and those who were in poverty. And then you had some sort of working class, but the working class isn't like it is today. And if you were in that poverty line, you could have been a slave, or you couldn't afford food, so there was famine, and you were susceptible to disease. But nowadays, we really don't have to worry about that a whole lot. You really are playing a game of this social status amongst one another. Throughout your entire life, you're playing this game of one up on another. And it really does help. I get that. Socially, it really does help. If you are not the one who's the weak link in a group, who gets picked on, who gets made fun of, who gets a better job, who gets treated with more respect. And then we try and we try and we try. We compete with our friends, we compete with our neighbors, we compete with our own family. And at points, like I said, there are times where there's this illusion that somehow you are better than another, which is completely false when you really look at it. There is in no way do I feel that I am better than others. And that really goes the same for all those who are perceived to be more successful, more deserving than myself. I have been in many situations in groups or involved in a situation where there are higher level of status, and it really doesn't make any difference for me because I know who they really are. And knowing that is your power. Knowing who you really are, knowing who you really are helps you understand who they really are. So, putting that into perspective, it is too bad that the world itself, the entire world, is in this state of competition. I am better than you for all the reasons that I just mentioned and more. It really should stop. It should end, really. If we were not in competition with each other, we would be able to advance in such a far more, we would be able to advance in a friendlier, peaceful way, which brings so much more to human life. At the moment of your death, think about this strongly. At the moment of your death, none of that matters. No matter how long you've lived your life, no matter what you've done in your life, this idea that you were better than others, this idea, this competition, there was like this race through life in which you had to be the best, no longer matters at the moment of your death. Think about that. I mean, all over. You just turn on the news and it's horrible. To understand just how much each country is competing with each other. It's not good. It's not good for anybody. So, with that said, it would be really, really wonderful if in our timeline we are able to succeed in becoming, to understand who you really are, to understand that that doesn't matter whatsoever. And until next time, take care, and I wish you well. I want to encourage you to take some time to come back to the channel or subscribe to the channel. There's a little notification in the corner of the web page to hit the bell sign, and that will give you notifications for whenever I have a new video.